Hey, what's up? This is the introduction to the Python tutorial. I hope you enjoy it and learn a lot. Hey, what's up everybody? I hope you're doing well. So here again with another tutorial on Python, and this will cover some functions such as del, the delete function, also something on data types, and yeah, we will see further on. But just to summarize the previous videos, we went over variables, strings, also the flags of how Python reads the code, and yeah, some stuff like that. So if you haven't watched it, please go and check those videos over there, over here. I don't know what it is, but yes, please check those because it is very, very important to know the very basics of what things are. Okay, so yeah, I will be on my little corner right here. And let's start. So, okay, as I was telling you, we're gonna go over what del is. So del is also a built-in function, as we saw with print. Print was used in order to print on the screen what we wanted to show. For example, a string or a number, whatever. And then imagine that we have many variables and we don't know what is going on. We can just delete those that we're not using anymore. So for example, if I had the variable sales 560, then I run it, and then I don't know, I want to delete it because yeah, I'm not using it anymore. Or also when we're dealing with a lot of information and the data will be stored in our PC or hard drive, and it is very good to optimize the space, right? So we don't just want to store infinite information. We just want to store the information that we are using at the moment. So when del, with del, the function del, we will just delete sales, and sales, when calling sales, the sales variable will not be there anymore, right? We have deleted it. Okay, so going over data types. It is important to know that we are dealing with specific type of data each time we call something. So maybe we're dealing with numbers or integers or strings or lists or tuples. So you have here a summary of the basic data types. So numerical data such as integers and floats, strings such as the one we've already seen. Also Boolean, those are true and false, so 1, 0. We will go over those further on. Lists, tuples, dictionaries, sets. Just I want to mention those names so it rings a bell, but we will see them very, very, very deeply further on. And yeah, so why is important to know what data type we're dealing with? Because each data type has different properties, and we cannot add different data types. So we have to add, for example, strings with strings and operate with them. Maybe we just don't want to add them, but maybe concatenate them or access, or you can do so many different operations. So you just want to have your data type clear and know what you're doing. Yeah, basically that. Also, I wanted to mention that there are infinite data types. So we will be able to create our own data types. Future tutorials will explain that, but basically applying classes, and yeah, it's a bit more of that advanced, but yeah, it's just for you to know that there are infinite data types. I'm here leaving a link to built-in data types documentation on Python. So I will leave all the links in the description below, and if you just want to check it, I will also leave the link to this GitHub notebook that I have on my GitHub. So I hope it is useful, and you can take advantage of it. So for example, numerical data, we can perform operations with them, summing, subtracting, multiplying, etc. So for example, the number that I have named the variable num, 22. Then I run this and I obtain integer. So integer means that this is an integer type number. So the type function allows us to know what type of data are we dealing with. Okay, more. Float. So float is just that contains a comma. And what else? Type, real number, float. Okay, we can just sum, for example, number plus 4, and maybe I can modify this so you can see this. Plus or minus 2 by 9 divided by 2. Power, we use 2 stars, power to 5, 2. Division quotient, okay, so it will give us the division quotient. And for the rest, so for example, I want to know if 4, it can be divided by 2, so it will give me the rest. Okay, so I will run it. Okay, so 4 divided by 2, the rest is 0, so it can be divided by. Print division quotient, 80 divided by 4, 20. Print number to the power of 2, or squared. We have said the number was 22. Number. Okay, so something I forgot to mention. Since I'm doing no, nothing. Sorry, I just missed the point. Yeah. Okay. So I was misreading it. Okay. Number to the power of 2, so squared. 484. Sorry. Number divided by 2, 11. And you see that here is changing the data type, so we are having integers along all the operations, but here we're having a float because we're performing a division. Okay, just be aware of that. Number multiplied by 9, so number was 22, but 9, 198. Number minus 2, 20, and number plus 6, 28. Easy. Okay. And I think I will leave it here and go into strings and booleans and more other data types in the next tutorial. So please keep looking at my tutorials, I guess. Whatever. Leave a comment if you're enjoying it, and a like. This will let me know that I'm doing a good work, and I see you in the next tutorial. Bye.